Hello everybody, welcome back to Dice A Million. Last time we went with back-to-back wins on Red Hand, and now we can do a power 6 to try and get an unlock. So lose half of your pips when exiting the shop. 5 rolls, 5 hand size, 8 dice, charisma up. Should be, hopefully, a good time. What do I want here? Give me a d20, that's fine. With the d20 in tow, I will start getting rid of these grey dice as fast as we can. The sooner they're gone, the better. Good rolls out of the d20, for sure. 4x every 3 throws, or 4x every throw takes an extra 1. Give me an oxide die. 33. Enchanted dice over here. It's not great. No, I'm gonna not add those to the deck. We don't need to worry about promotion. Give me a glass die. 1 roll. And a porcelain figure. We should be fine. We lose half of our pips leaving the shop, which is not pleasant, but it is what it is. Shall we just try one giant throw with all of our multipliers? So basically these 4. Wasn't great, but it was sufficient, I would say. I'll take a transform card. Die of Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Is that how you normally spell Cthulhu, or is it slightly changed for reasons? Place a mini vortex on the table that will give X pips per very nearby die, X being the face on this die. I kind of want to make it work, just because we haven't made it work yet, you know? I think Illusionist's Wand. Give me a couple of those. And I'm just going to keep what I've got here. Let's start removing some stuff, because we're going to lose most of these pips anyway. Half your pips will disappear. A 1-3 could be tough. A 1-2. We can't afford to go again, so I'll take the 1-2. What do we still have? We have an oxide die out there. So, 8 per very nearby die. Let's do this because we're getting Illusionist One's value. And we could do a double die and make a mini. Sure, it's good for... That's great. It's good for these vortexes for us to have more dice in play at any moment. $61. I'm gonna sell clone so that I can afford to remove one more. 233 is such a oddly specific number, but what do I know? Dice destroyed, 4x on first, cursed. Give me 4x on first, just because we don't have any good thing for destroying. Can't afford to roll for the bonuses. It's a little scary trying to get to 233 without other multiplier stuff. But I'm gonna, with Glamorous Ring and Oxide Die, we're gonna... Actually, let's transform a bot. We'll throw it. This is good for this guy as well. Okay. Get out of that wonderfully. One roll left, so oxide dye is useless to us. They seem to have a small tugging effect, which is helpful, I suppose. A Lacanism copper dye, I will take. I don't mind a paper dye. I don't know if the vortexes have, like, dye-based properties or not. Let's go 6. 6. And remove. Remove. Do I want these? Maybe. Plus 0.1 stamp to everything, then exhausts. I don't think so. Right. Takes half of our pips again. Alright, this is a much better looking hand. I'm gonna say, do I want to save ring times 2? I can throw that anyway. So I should. 617 on the frost, but we're rolling 1s for everything, which is going to be a problem. Alright, we get what we needed. 5 left, 5 left. Copper dye is charged. I do like an enchant card. Last chance to get, we're not getting. We could remove one. Oh, bottle of caps. Why'd you do this to me? Bottle of caps. You're a bad, bad guy. Bottle of caps. You got enough casino dye there? More casino dice. Alright. We might have problems. Let's enchant you. Echo is great. Ring times 2. Alright, we probably get through this just because we drew super well. Oh. Huge. 4. +1 roll. Huge. And I'll take a translucid D6, a couple of stamps. Oh, trash. Absolute trash. And we lose. Back to the beginning. Sure. Oh, I could have thrown one more with that. Of course I could have thrown one more with that. Skip those. Skip that. Enchant card. Down to 7 already. None of that, really. Not that either. Come on, where's the good stuff? Where's the good stuff? Your consolation prize. A Lacanism pencil. Don't even have 8 pips to spend. At least the fire is immune from other fires. It's the only way we're getting through this. Another fire die? I guess. In which case, it's probably important that we get rid of these bottle caps so that we can find the fire dice. Increase the area of effects for the fires is probably bad. No magnets with fires. Yeah, haste ring. And take the early skips. Not bad. Don't know what between 30 and 35 is prime. Maybe just 31? Yeah, I think 31 is prime, but 35, 34, 33, 32 and 30 are not, which is lame. Take that if it's free to throw. 420 needed. Guarantees a rare or legendary die in the next shop. Roll it to change. Currently translucid D4. I think we can do better. Anything I want to enchant right now? Not terribly. I'm going to throw 2x on this to see if we can skip faster. We cannot. Don't need that guy. Now we can skip, but I don't really want an Isaac's die. But I do want more multiplier on my haste ring. Charges 1, 2, or 3. Which, just reroll these. Even, square, bandage. I'll take an even. Just want more multipliers right now, really. Alright, -1 hand size every turn you draw 1 less die. Could be tricky. You got a static die in you? No, currently none. Weird. Ring times 2. Clone. That guy. More haste ring. Red Giant is a play. First roll 4x is not bad. Alright, get out of there fairly swiftly. Right, we need to get you much bigger. Currently 3 is not strong. That's for sure. I could take a D666 to the value. Friendship ring. Doesn't feel like it does much for us. None of this really does. I'll take friendship ring. We can sell it, maybe. Another pocket TV, a Diablo, a deciduous mega die. I don't really fancy any of that. It's not going super well right now. Psycho die on a fire die and such would not be bad. Can't afford it. Great. Go me. Rolling a 6-4 seems very unlikely. Alright, that's huge. I do want the red giant to get bigger though. And we need to get rid of these grey dice. This red giant is doing a terrible job of growing. Give me a magnet. Discards nearby die multiplies everything else by the highest die on the discarded die. No. Another fire die? Fire dies do have 6 faces. Sure. Let's remove this and this. We're down to one of these guys. Sure, give me another fire die. Do I want the mini die? Do I need the mini die? Does it help? No, it's just going to get burnt, isn't it? Shirt button. Sure. It's going to get interesting, for sure. We can roll a 1. Except no, we can't. We got rid of all of our buttons. Or our, not our buttons, our bottle caps. Shirt button. So I want the magnetic die to get to the shirt button and the red giant with the fires. Is what I want. Alright, red giant is climbing. Pips are doing good. Transform card is totally fine. Anything I want to remove? I think we're kind of alright. We just want to grow this as fast as we can now. I want a golden die. No, face is the same as itself is like nothing we have. I will take a Psycho die. That'll be nice. And we'll go see our rings. It's going to lose half of our pips, but it'll be alright. Star Fractal. I think you have to Fractal. I think. Therefore I am. No magnetic die. Kind of a bummer. I need to get perennial on some of this stuff, I think. It seems that the stuff that catches on fire is not knocked off the table. I guess it just scores 0, but the shirt button remains, right? No. Uh, 14k, roll a 1 for a ring. Magnetic die is like our hope to roll a 1. Or we could take 2 rings. I'll take 2 rings. Draw 10 more dice. Dice with the one worth 10. Every 4 rolls, 8 extra value to every die on the table. Get a random card. Wedding ring. Reinforcements. And I think a wedding ring. Extra value subtracts instead of adds. Every roll adds 1 extra value to every die in your bag. Alright, we want to be out of here fast. And we're not throwing a Psycho die. Let's enchant something. Free, free, free. Not using Power Plus here, that would be a disaster. We could skip, but I think we can make a little more value here to go into the end game shop with. Ah, it's not much, it's like 2k. Alright, we'll just go. Mahjong tile could be okay. Avoid rolling the highest and lowest. We don't have 2 stars to give it. We're at 10 rings. I'll take a bandage. Not the greatest thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just kind of is. 30k is getting up there in how much stuff we need to get on the board. Alright, you are now 126 plus 241. For our hand size, we could probably get rid of 1 fire die. Who's our boss? Reduces the range of every area of effect to its minimum. Should be fine. Or we could skip to get a little more X-Melt on haste. Take the X-Melt. Hourglass is interesting, but I don't think I want it. Can't afford stamps. Can't afford much of anything, really. ET die with the magnetism and the button could go very hard. Any good rewards to skip for? Yeah, can't afford it. Can't afford it even close. 775k is so much. Right, is this everything? This is everything. I guess, yeah, because we get to draw 8 plus 10. So it's to be expected we would draw everything. Right, magnetic, shirt button. Psycho die, red giant, this is free, this is free, this is free. Shirt button, you did a terrible job. Right, 140 extra value means Mahjong tile's now really solid. If I'm going to have fires, I need my high scoring stuff to be the fire dice, though. Because the stuff that gets burnt is worth nothing to me. Which means Mahjong tile's kind of not great, I think. We didn't get there! And I had a 2x ring card. I was just kind of in the zone assuming that we would get there. God. Alright then. Run it out one more time. Laconism Psycho die. Sounds great. Any good rewards? Yes. We'll do a red giant with wealth. That could go okay. Seeing a lot of marbles that I don't really need or want. We are going to get there just barely. Give me a magnet. I do like Laconism, but wealth 2xing your value is very good. So I'll take a loyal magnet. Hero's Mark. We ever roll just one thing? Maybe in a pinch we could. I want to throw the glass die while I've got kind of big stuff to go with it, I guess. Yeah, that's going nicely. Skip. I'm not opening that. There's too much. I ain't opening it. Power. I'll take a lucky block. I'm not going to take Oxide die because I want this to get as many turns as possible to gain value. As for rings... Equity is always interesting when you have the stuff to work with it, but right now I don't think we do. I can't use cards. We might not get through this. I don't think we're going to get through this. Oh, just barely. Maybe it wasn't as close as I thought it was, but it felt pretty close. Plus 10 extra values for everything on the table. No. Good rewards? Yes. $4.20. Blaz it, mate. I didn't do the reward card I just bought. You goof. You silly goof. If I ring times 2 now, I don't have it for the end game. But if we lose right now, we just lose. Times 4 times 4. What is 12 times 4? Call it 50. 50 times 4 is 200 times this. Let's do that. Give me an extra roll. Ugh. I need more good, strong AoE effects. After each roll, places a fire that will burn very nearby dice. Should I save porcelain figure for the last roll where I can rings times 2 it? Alright, we are iced diced. We are very, very near to our goal right now. This is our last throw. We could get another throw. Then go like this over here. It's not really where I wanted the fires to go. Alright. That worked out. Skip those, grab that. I don't know that I see anything that I love here. Can't reroll. How many rings do we have? Just 3. Alright, we got some stuff, but it's not great stuff. These guys have been knocking around much longer than I would like. Alright, that gets the fire die doing a lot more, which is nice. Skip. Get rid of that last bottle cap. None of that for me, thanks. I'll take a glass die, that's just malt. Any good rewards? Not anytime soon, but we can get rid of a different card. An Echo wind-up die. No, don't think so. Give me an enchant card. Is this phase 2 or 3? This is phase 2. We just died recently and my brain can't keep up with what round is what. What are we going to enchant? That's a great question. You aren't enchanted, you just have a wibble wobble from being... Oh no, you're wealth. You are enchanted. I thought we just had a wibble wobble because it's hot. That's pretty good. Roll everything. Last I broke. Three left. Shouldn't be too much longer. Love another enchant card. Yeah, I'll take a diamond die and a porcelain figure. And some stampage. And an enchant card. I wouldn't mind a reroll card, but we don't really have the room. Anything to remove? Nah, not right now. Eternal. Eternal. Yes! That's great. So the breaking was the porcelain figure. Right. Red Giant Grow, those two, this. Alright, we got a nice thing going. That gives us more flexibility about the stuff we take. Enchant card, how much do we need in the next one? 7.2k is not very much. An Echo Jack, but none of our dice really kind of are in that range that would work best for it, I think. For a 16k roll, I think I'm just going to go. Rings! Prime? More X-Malt the better right now, I think. Right, more big red giant time. Not you every time. Let's do this. This roll, we get to throw just about everything. You got 3 left on you. That's a good one. You're at 120 now. Don't need another Psycho Die, I think. Echo Oxide Die versus Laconism Oxide Die. Oh, this takes a lot of our stuff away from us because it takes 2 rolls. Obviously the number's bigger, but we get less scaling time. This is just one thing to throw on its own. This is good half the time, but not the other half. I'm gonna skip. Could have taken it and transformed, I appreciate. The objective is extra high. We should hopefully be okay. This is better than our current one. So that's nice. With that as Laconism, I think we could get rid of Magnetic Die and just throw this every time, and it does mostly the same thing. But right now we don't need to get rid of anything, so we won't. So we can throw that every time. Let's get a decent chunk of change here. $70K is all right. 4x to everything. $110K. I should have enchanted stuff. I got so caught up in just throwing. Objective is extra high is fine. Right, what would I enchant? Does everything have an enchantment already? It really does. Let's not throw that until some of this has its extra value assigned to it already. We could try and change this to be like perennial or something, but it's not great. Like most of this stuff is kind of perfect already for its enchantments. There's 200K. No. Yes. Exodie could definitely come into this equation. Stuff with 6 faces, Ice Die, Oxide Die, Magnetic Die. It's not really what we need, is it? Wow, terrible rewards today. patient. Half of your dice are deactivated until you roll them once. Should be fine, I think. We need 30k. Oh, yeah. That's going to go just fine. We can now enchant you, Echo. Loyalty. Lovely. I will grab a spin top. An enchant card. Power card. I don't need mini dice. I really don't. Any really good rewards? Not terribly. I'll skip for some rings. How many are we on? 7. 8. 9. Those will come in handy for sure. Doesn't really help me at all. But, you know, things are going well. Yeah, things are going well. And because we don't have to get past power... No, phase 4, 5, 6. Don't think we should have too many problems going ahead. Obviously, I've been wrong before. But I'm feeling good about things. Always tempting. Go on then. Go on then. +1 roll. You love it. We could skip twice, but I want to get this mirror die charged. For sure. Much weaker rolls while we do so, but that's to be expected, not throwing those guys. Now it's charged. Crushed it, mate. I'm going to remove this magnetic die. It's just not doing anything for us at this stage. We could skip this 360k. Everything's charged, everything's ready. We don't need a choose card. Mahjong tile could work, but our fire die basically does that job already. Alright. Skip that. Final round. Fight. Half of our dice are deactivated. So, throw all of those immediately. Then throw all of those to get ice dice primed. Then throw all of those again, so we go down to 2 rolls. And on our last 2 rolls, throw you. And score a bajillion points. Oh yeah, look, it's exactly 1 bajillion. That's nice. Tainted Coin. Beat the game as Power 6 as Red Hand. No idea what a Tainted Coin does, but we'll find out eventually. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.